We're excited to serve today. Yeah, we're excited to serve today. And guys, in today's training, our goal is to give you significantly more value than any other training that you've been to regarding business coaching. So I want to give you guys, and I know Cole feels the exact same way, we want to give you guys more than enough value to be able to attract clients, convert clients, and build your online coaching business 3 to 5K. Hey, Cole?
Hell yeah, I'm amped up. We're basically just want to give you guys as much as we possibly can so you can start seeing results right away. That's the goal here.
That is the goal. So who's this for? This is for personal trainers who know how to deliver results to their clients. And so if you're with Clean Health, the reason we partnered with Clean Health is like, we understand that there's a lot of personal trainers that are getting certified that want to improve their knowledge base, but they might be struggling with how to actually get clients. This is for industry fitness experts that struggle with social media marketing. How many of you guys struggle with like learning how to attract clients online? If you do, just say me in the chat box, just so I know. And this is for online trainers who have a little bit of success, but you want to supercharge it. Like, how do we take this to the next level for January 2023? So what we're going to teach you guys today is how to set up your profile to attract your ideal client. We're going to give you guys the 3 content types that magnetize online clients toward you. And we're going to teach you how to convert $1,000 online fitness coaching clients into your program without using a funnel and without using paid ads. So who are we? My name is Brian Mark. I'm known around the world as being the #1 business coach for online fitness coaches. I started the Change Lives, Make Money Online Trainer podcast back in 2019. Since then, I've been doing 5 podcast episodes a week, every single week for the last 3 years. This podcast is currently the #1 ranked podcast for online fitness coaches. It has 810 episodes. So just write this in the chat box: Change Lives, Make Money Online Trainer podcast. If you guys ever want to learn anything about your online coaching business, that's a little bit about me and who I am.
So for myself, guys, I'll give you a little bit of a background. Brian and myself have been building PT Domination for over 3 years now. And when we first started, Brian was the head of acquisition. So we basically broke down a bunch of lead generation tactics, and he was heading that while I was heading delivery. Well, in the process of that, we realized that me creating a bunch of business coaching content and competing with my own business partner wasn't the best idea. So I helped on the back end, and I started creating more motivational type content, talking about mindset and really stepping into your power as an individual. Since stepping into that role, I've amassed a following of over 942,000 followers on TikTok alone, over 180 on Instagram. And I've helped so many of our clients build and master their social media so they can attract more individuals into their businesses. And then utilizing the tactics that both me and Brian have come up with and understanding the organic social media game, we've helped a bunch of people see results.
Out of curiosity, how many of you guys have seen one of Cole DaSilva's videos before? If you have, say I have in the chat box.
If you have, it's probably very uncensored, very ruthless, very intense. Because I believe in 100% authenticity. I don't really believe in coaches not being themselves, coaches trying to go online and sound smarter than they are, trying to like talk down to everybody. I'm a very big advocate in just being exactly who you are. All right. Who here, by the way, say me in the chat box, hides their true opinions. All right. You guys might see a fad diet or something that you really don't like, you don't agree with, it pisses you off, but you don't actually share what you want to say online because you're afraid of what other individuals will say about you. I already saw 1 or 2 people say me. I get it. That's how I used to be until I made that switch. And once I made that switch, I was able to amass over 1 million followers across multiple social media platforms.
I love it. I love it. Okay, cool. So I want to show you guys a little bit of our client results, just, specifically so that you guys can see that we do indeed know our stuff. So this is Caitlin Wilson. She started with us 12 months ago. She was struggling to get her online coaching business off the ground. And Caitlin Wilson actually just recently hit $100,000 a month in her online coaching business. And my slide deck isn't loading. So I'm just we've got Caitlin's testimonial on PT Domination, right, Cole?
If I'm not mistaken, yeah, I can pull it up as well. Okay. By the way, guys, when it comes down to our results and everything that we're going to be showing you guys today, it is all organically as well.
Yeah,
all
so
right?
we don't Well, we don't teach our clients to run ads. We'll put it like that. So Caitlin Wilson, just a quick little backstory, hit $100,000 a month in her online coaching business. And we're talking about this is like a real person.
And Brian, Cole, and all of their coaches took me from 0 paying clients to over $100,000 a month.
So that's Caitlin Wilson. We got Nicole Troutman, similar story, just hit $100,000 a month. And guys, the only reason we want to show you guys this stuff in general is because we want to show you guys that we do know what we're talking about. And so, this Cole DaSilva's social media, Caitlin Wilson, one of our clients, Patty Lifts, was already an online coach before he started with us. Now he's consistently breaking $100,000 a month. And those are like some of our highlight students, but We've literally helped 270 online coaches hit $10,000 a month. And if you guys are interested and you want to do a little bit more digging, you guys can go find all of their Instagram handles linked in the captions of the testimonials on this newsfeed, BMarkFit. So the reason we're telling you guys this and the reason that it matters is because we want you to know that we know our stuff. And I don't want to waste your guys' time. I respect you guys' time and I don't want to waste it. So I want you to know that you're not learning from somebody that's like, basically trying to throw stuff together. You're not learning from, coaches that haven't done this before. Like we've tried and tested all this information. And so we're asking that you guys pay attention and you take notes, because our goal is to give you as much value as we possibly can so you can start utilizing this to grow your online coaching business. Now, our goal today is to teach you 3 things. Number 1, how to set up your profile to attract your ideal client. Number 2, the 3 content types that magnetize clients towards you. And number 3, how to convert $1,000 online coaching clients without a funnel or ads.
100%. I'm super excited for this, guys. We're going to dive into it right now. Brian, can you let me share my screen so I can go at it at my speed, please?
Yep.
Awesome. We're going to dive into it right away here, guys. So when it comes down to this, all right, when it comes down to setting up your profile properly and your content properly, we're going to be going through a couple things here. So everybody say, yup, if you could see my screen right now in the chat box. I just want to make sure. All right, perfect. So as you guys can see here, there's 2 different profile types. To build a successful online fitness coaching business or a successful business online in general, you first need to make a good first impression. All right. I feel like a lot of individuals neglect this part and therefore they become great trainers. They have 5, 6, 7 certifications. They can help people see amazing results, but nobody's buying off of them. And it becomes a pain in the ass. Does that sound familiar? Say me in the chat box if that sounds familiar. I get it. When I first started online, I was certified. I understood how to get people results. I thought I knew what I was doing, but then when I tried to get clients, nothing actually hit. So when it comes down to social media, the first impression is everything. All right. How are you carrying yourself? Is your profile legible? All right. Do you have a direct CTA? Does it explain to the prospect what you do and how you help? All of these things matter. So we're going to look at the one on the left first. All right. I literally just threw up one of these because I have like 5 different Instagram accounts for backup things that I play around with this stuff on. But as you guys can see from the left one, I have a group photo because a lot of coaches will do this. A lot of people will do this. Side note. All right. Selling and coaching is a lot like dating, guys. You ever gone on like Tinder, seen a dating profile and it was a group photo? And then you're like, well, which one is fucking John? Like, what's going on here, right? And then you're like, well, what's happening? Or Britt, you guys get what's going on. You know exactly what I'm talking about because you guys have all dealt with that before. Well, that's what happens right here if you don't actually put a photo that people can understand. All right. Then they just have a name. Then they just threw random stuff in there that they think matters. Coach, certified. Well, okay. Aspiring IPB pro. That is a goal of mine, but let's be real. It ain't happening anytime soon. Fitness competitor, right? Like I'm just throwing things in my bio. Now, after I did this, I actually thought to myself, and I was like, I feel like I gave this individual a little bit more credit than what credit was due, because let's be real, we see a lot worse profiles like dog lover or other random stuff put in your bio there, which doesn't seem like it's a bad thing at first, but it is when you're actually trying to build a business online. But if we roll over to the next profile, all right, when we started to put things in there that actually matter, this is what's going to make you stand out. And this is what's going to help you make a good first impression. So first off, everybody drop this in the comments below. Step 1 is have an eye-catching profile photo. All right. Eye-catching profile photo. You need one that is legible. You need one that makes you look like an authority. Now, you do not need to go get a professional photo shoot to get this done. You can literally get your phone. All right. Only iPhones here. All right. Get your phone. All right. Put it to the back camera because this camera will hold a little bit more quality, and then just go take a nice photo against a blank wall or a nice photo with a nice background. Don't make it super busy like here, because then when somebody comes to their profile, they're like, oh, that's Cole. They know exactly who they're talking about. They know exactly what's going on. Does that make sense? Just give me a thumbs up if you guys are here. I just want to know. Perfect. I see you, Karen. There we go. All right. The next one, when it comes down to your name, but you guys pay attention to this. I could have just put Cole DaSilva. All right. But Instagram has made a lot of changes over the last little bit, meaning hashtags really don't help you online anymore. It's all about SEO. So you need to optimize your profile for search engine optimization. So you want to utilize your name properly. Now, if you guys go to my actual Instagram, I don't do this. Why? Because I post motivational content. All right. I might change it up recently, but I just post motivational content. I'm not trying to attract leads. You guys are. So you want to put something here that targets them. So if I was to do fitness coaching tomorrow, I'm going to put Cole DaSilva, all right, mentor for men, because that's who I would target. I would focus on men. And then if women wanted coaching, that'd be another conversation. The next line is my I help line. Step number 2, all right, actually step number 3 is have an I help line that is very clear and straight to the point. Step number 1 is a authority level profile photo. Step number 2 is a name that optimizes the search. All right. It optimizes your profile. Step number 3 is having an I help statement that is legible and is very fucking clear across the board. I help men live up to their true potential through fitness. That makes sense, right? Very straightforward. You guys all know exactly who Cole helps here when you guys actually come to the profile itself. You know exactly who I'm looking to help, who I'm looking to talk to, who I'm looking to basically walk through their journeys in the first place. All right. Again, first one is very generic. Profile photo isn't optimized. Bio is difficult, doesn't really state anything. The second one, I help statement, is clear in who I serve. You actually understand what's going on here. If I just switch like this. And then a clear call to action for my coaching program. Very curious to break this down. I know, Karen, I could see you. You're the only one with your camera on, so I'm going to pick on you a little bit here because I like to do this. Do you have a CTA in your profile? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Do you know that is? A CTA in your profile is like DM me freedom for more info. Or a
And that's what we're going to go into.
Profile would be like fill out this application for coaching. That's a CTA. It's like calling people to action specifically.
And that's why we're going over this, because I feel like when it comes down to this, like a lot of people think it's like surface level. And I utilize surface level as like a term of a lot of people don't think it matters, but it does. Because if you come to this guy, you don't really know what the fuck's going on. And it just looks like another random person trying to post fitness content. But when you come to this guy.
Can I just add to this, Cole?
Yeah, bro.
Just quickly, guys, just so you understand the importance of this. And to be honest, I didn't even realize it recently until connecting with you guys. Like seeing what Cole and Brian have done in terms of, you know, they've just done their first 7-figure month. Like these guys have built a massive online business in this space. And a lot of it has literally just come from what they're doing here organically, right?
85% of it is organically.
Yeah, like and a lot of it is from getting massive engagement, people DMing, people commenting, and really driving an online community with what they're doing. So, you know, even from our end, from a clean health side, seeing some of the stuff that you guys are doing, you probably see over the next few months some of our marketing kind of tweak and change in line with the feedback that these guys are giving right now. So definitely, like, take note.
I love it. I love it. And I want to touch on that for a minute because you talked about Facebook ads a little bit, and then Brian said 85% organically, guys. I started with this amount of followers, by the way. When I started in the online space, I had no followers. I didn't do any Facebook ads. I didn't run any traffic to my page. I built everything organically. And we also have coaches that are seeing 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 a month businesses with less than 5,000 Instagram followers. So I don't want you to get discouraged with that stuff, guys. It's about optimizing it. So again, eye catching profile photo, something in the name to help with the search engine, an I help statement that is very clear. This way, if Aaron Persuade shows up on my page, he knows exactly who I'm talking to. He knows that he can get value from my page. He knows he's probably going to get something that he can take away. And then a CTA, or call to action, either DM wolves, all right, to start, or, and then I put a little thing here because it says Amarok application link. Now, again, that's just my program. You guys can put something else in there. I utilized a little link called Bitly because it makes everything look a little bit cleaner, because who here has ever been sent a Zoom link and it's like this long and just looks atrocious? You guys know what I'm talking about. It's like, it looks a little bit too much. So we just like to clean it up. We want to make everything look a little bit better. So this is the first step in optimizing everything for your guys' social media.
And I just want to jump in for a second, guys. Do not overthink this. Like, who do I help? I will say that you should pick somebody to help, because as an example, like by choosing somebody, and if you don't know who you should choose, there's 2 places I'm going to give you. Number 1 is if you have 0 clients and you've never worked with this client online, then my recommendation would be to serve your previous self. Think about that for a second. If you have 0 clients, you've never worked with a fitness trainer, you've never worked with clients online or in person or whatever, then serve your previous self, because you understand your previous self on a very deep level, right, Dan? Like, you've been through a fitness journey. So think about you when you first started your fitness journey. What content would you have needed at that time? And then serve that person. If you do have clients right now, the easiest way to figure out who you should serve is look at who the majority of your client base is. You might think you want to serve men, Dane, but if 75% of your clients are already women that you're training in person, then you should serve women, because for whatever reason, women tend to resonate with you because that's the majority of your client base. So you're either trying to serve your previous self or serve, the majority of your client base. Cole, did you stop screen sharing?
Yeah, I just wanted, while we're having the conversation, I just stopped the screen share. I just want to make sure everybody's focusing on your words. Just to break it down a little bit as well here, guys, I did actually go into this a little bit. Instead of just going the generic route, I went a little bit more in depth to break it down for you guys. I help men live up to their true potential through fitness. That was the one on my profile. I also wrote down another one being like, I help divorced men over 40 take back control of their lives. And the only reason why I did that one is because, again, if I went through that in the past, or I actually took one of my friends that I was speaking to at that time while I was writing this down for you guys, as an example, it just makes everything simpler for you. At the end of the day, the reason why Brian and myself say don't overthink the I help statement is because when you overthink it, then you just end up not creating content for anybody. You just end up thinking forever and nothing ever gets done. And they're like, what the hell are we doing here? We're just wasting time. So just put an I help statement out there that is at least around who you want to help, and then make sure your content serves that purpose, which we're going to go into in a minute here. But I want to also show you guys our business page. All right, this is PTD Domination. The reason why is because, again, it is optimized properly to make sure that it captures attention. All right, again, the profile photo is very legible. It was actually our logo, just the PT right here, but I changed it up because I wanted to make it a little bit darker. I just like that energy, so I wanted to put the black thing there. Our name, PT Domination, very straightforward. All right, our profile photo, very straightforward. We help personal trainers get online clients. Again, very straightforward. We're not trying to like reinvent the wheel here. We're just getting directly to the point, and then we let our results speak for themselves. All right, our bio also cements us as an authority, saying 2,500 plus online coaches served. Fact, 2,500 or 250 over 10K a month. Another fact. And we actually have 8 over 100K in our bio as well.
9 now.
Why? Because it just, again, cements us as an authority. If you guys have served 1,000 clients online and helped 1,000 clients lose 100 pounds, that is a massive, massive thing that you should be flexing online. So that should be in your bio.
Yeah. If
Does that make sense?
Yeah. If you've been an in-person trainer for the last like 10 years and you've got over 50,000 sessions or whatever it is, 10,000 sessions, then you can put that in your bio, like over 10,000 hours of personal training experience. Like that is like, boom, instant authority. So whatever you can use in your bio as authority is a good move.
It's about turning you guys into a, for lack of a better term, like sexy commodity. All right. That's what we need to break down here, because most coaches, all right. But by show of hands, say me in the chat box if you've done this, because I know a lot of you probably have. All right. How many of you, as soon as you got certified, you just put online coach in your bio and that's all you had? A lot of people do that. We see it all the fucking time. And it's because what ends up happening is we put online coach in our bio. There we go, Mike. I see you, right? We put it in our bio and we're like, oh, people are going to come to us now because we have coach in our bio. This is not the case. So we need to make it a little bit sexier. We got to clean it up. We got to make it look like we're attractive, dress up our dating profile, for lack of a better term.
Dude, it's the same thing though. Like guys, we're talking about fundamentals. Like you show up on a first date and the first date is like they're wearing clothes from yesterday. They haven't showered in 3 days and they look unprofessional. Like you're going to walk away. And it's the same thing that happens with 95% of online trainers social media when they first come into our program. It's like you go to their profile. There's no idea who they serve, no idea who they help. You know, their profile picture is a picture of them and their dog, and they're trying to sell $1,000 online coaching packages. It's just not going to happen. And so just like when you guys show up for a first date, it's like you dress up, you do your hair, you look good. It's like you need your profile needs to have that impression online. So when prospects come to your profile, they're like, oh, I can trust Cole. Like this guy knows what he's talking about.
100%. And again, followers aren't everything, but they're a lot because you guys are building online businesses, and followers mean more actual opportunities to scale and build your online business to help people, which I know all of you guys do, or you wouldn't have got certified with Clean Health in the first place. All right. You wouldn't have been certified in general. Right.
This is making sense. Say makes sense in the chat box.
I want to make sure before we keep going here. Engage if you're here. Perfect. There we go. I want to see it. Perfect. There we go. So again, this is the breakdown. Very simple. A long walk for a small drink of water. You guys get it. Okay. Don't be generic like the person above. Go a little bit more in depth like the person below. Take time to make your profile look great. And then we're going to go into the actual content itself. So pillar number 1 is social proof. Everybody write social proof down in the chat box. Okay. Pillar number 1 is social proof. We are going to be breaking down the 3 content pillars that are going to help you cement yourself as an authority online. Guys, understanding this concept has helped me amass over 1 million followers across multiple social media platforms. It has also helped me get signed as a licensed paid motivational speaker by the YouTube channel Motiversity, if you guys know who that is. And there are other 4 channels that are amassing over 15 million subscribers over online. Understanding these concepts have helped us build a multiple 7-figure business and helped all of our clients in a very, very deep level. So make sure you're paying attention, write down notes. If you have questions, save them. We're going to go through it all. Proof is essential because it shows your audience that you know what the fuck you're talking about. All right. Again, if me and Brian came on here And we just talked about everything we just talked about, but we didn't show you any photos, any pictures, any proof, any clients, any Facebook group, any social media. You guys would be like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, you guys are just talking. Like, there's no actual proof to back it up, right? There's nothing to actually lean onto. That's why we need to be producing proof. You see, there's a lot of fitness coaches in this industry that say they can help you lose 20 pounds. They say they can help you get to the stage. I know you guys have seen those people. They say that they are experts in their field, but they don't actually do anything. And then there's coaches like our client, Don. All right. Don is actually generating $200,000 a month organically in his coaching business. He has how many followers on social media, Brian?
His business Instagram has like 6,500. And if you guys want to look it up, it's Don Carter Fit. Write down his Instagram name.
Right here. Don Carter Fit, guys. You can go look him up right now. He has less than 5,000 on his regular account and 6,500 on his business. So he literally has 11,000 followers across 2 accounts, and he's generating $200,000 in his online fitness coaching business organically. So followers does not matter. Okay. I want to make sure this is why I put Don first when we're talking about proof, because I want to make sure that it's very, very clear to you. Chelsea, DIY Body. Yes.
Yes.
Right,
I was gonna say, yeah, that's cool. Somebody knows who DIY Body is. That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah. So there's coaches who, again, say they do all this shit. And then there's coaches who are walking proof and show proof. So as you guys can see from the first photo of Don right here, not only does he compete consistently, but he honestly looks like 10 pounds heavier than that picture all year round. He's just jacked all the time. Literally walks around like that all the time. Why? Because he understands that if he looks the part, as well as he gets his clients results, he's going to be able to generate more leads for his business. He's going to be able to bring in more income.
Guys, and let's be straight. That matters. It matters. Looking the part and leading by example matters. Whether or not we like to admit it, it matters. And we talk about this a lot in mine and Cole's podcast when we do our own podcast. Like, that matters. And the more that you can look the part, the better results you're going to get. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it comes
Jane,
back
you
to
wanna
that
say
concept of practicing what you preach, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
As the thing,
Which is-
you say you're a
which is
coach, you
another
say you
thing.
can.
Oh, sorry,
Go
Cole, I
ahead.
didn't mean to interrupt. I was going to say, which is another thing. Like, if you don't have social proof, but you are living, breathing example, then that's your proof. So showing before and afters of your own fitness journey, Trevor, showing before and afters of your own fitness journey, Aaron, and doing that consistently enough so your audience can see the transformation that you've taken yourself through. That is social proof. Go ahead, Cole.
Who here is consistently posting online about their body, their food, their workouts, and more? Say yay or nay. I want to know. I'm very curious, by the way. Engage if you are here. We are here to serve you. Don't just sit there in the corner. Okay. If you're not, you're dropping the fucking ball. Because I know you might think, well, who wants to see that? Who wants to see my physique, my food, my workouts? Everyone. There's 8 billion people on this planet, and a lot of them are obese and they need your help. So by documenting your journey, showing these things and understanding these concepts, it will change the game for a lot of individuals. Don started with exactly what we're talking about, social proof. All right. He didn't have any clients at one point, guys, but he was jacked and he worked on his body. So he documented his journey and showed everything that was going on. Guys, then he shows his clients very legible, clean transformations here. All right. That's actually me on the end. He prepped me for my last show. I lost 35 pounds with him in 16 weeks. All right. And then we stepped on stage. Again, massive fucking social proof on a daily basis. He also owns his little town. When I mean owns his little town, he's become so well known in Kamloops. It's got like 110,000 people in it that they do a yearly award giveaway. It's like the city of Kamloops gives away awards. And they recognized him as not only the top fitness trainer, but the top nutrition coach and the top personal trainer across the board. So he got 3 gold awards. He's the top in the city. His business is slaying it. He's got so many clients he doesn't know what to do with. He's sharing social proof like crazy. And he is a walking example of what he can help his clients get. Does that all make sense? Everybody following along with that? This content pillar is essential. So write proof is essential in the chat box for me right now. Don Lamb, again, is known for his social proof. All right. He's the king of it. And it's the cornerstone of his strategy. Don doesn't post anything else. Me and Brian literally need to like get on his case to post the other content because he's just gotten so good with proof that he doesn't really need to post a lot of the other stuff.
Also, I want to jump in and just do a shameless plug for Clean Health. Don, when we told Dane that we partnered with Clean Health, Don Lamb's he's one of our top 2 performing coaches. And Don's like, oh, I've done all of Clean Health's courses because Don understands the importance of getting clients results. And so he's done pretty much all of your nutrition courses, your training courses, because he's like a student of the game. So he's always.
Well, I think to add to that, it's like, Clean Health built its business pre-social, right? Back in the late noughties. And, there was Facebook back then, but the big action, it was interesting that you're showing the before and afters there, because that's pretty much how we built our brand. And it was through being subject matter experts ourselves, right? So we honed in on our niche. We knew who we wanted to serve. We then got good at being able to serve them, and then we advertised it. And just doing that organically, that's what built the business. I think, Don's a really good example of that, of someone who's got the skill set as a trainer, but then also knows how to position it. And when you add those two things together, it's fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and guys, when he first came to us, right? So again, he knew what he was doing. He was working very well in his business. If I'm not mistaken, before he came to us, he was making around like 9,000 a month, right, B?
Yeah, 8 to 10K.
So he's making around 8 to 10K. He was doing decent, all right? Not bad at all. That's good money as an online fitness coach. And again, all organic, posting little online, a little bit of proof. Within 3 months with us in our level 1 program, he made $100,000 in his business. And it was just because then he understood the next concepts that we're going to go over with you guys. And he understood the documentation part of his journey. Dane, did you want to say something?
No, look, just to add to that, I think the other part that you guys really touched base on, I think it's for a lot of people got to get their heads around this, is to not think that you need tens of thousands of followers to drive this kind of revenue. I remember when Mark Carroll was our head coach and had 10,000 followers, and we launched our kind of first digital product. We did 250,000 in revenue in the first week on that, at the point where he had about 20,000 followers. Right. So it was a very engaged following. It was a very cult-like following. So I think people like Don are perfect examples of that.
Guys, and like, I also want to touch on like how fast your social media account can grow. Like last year at some point, I had a little bit of a sticking point. So my Mark Fit, which was the account that I was growing for a long time, got disabled for XYZ reasons. I ended up getting it back, but I started a new account because I was like, I'm not going to wait for my account to get, reactivated. And in 11 months, I've grown 22.7 thousand followers on Instagram. So when you get consistent with the right content, like not only like do you not need followers, but like when you get consistent with the right content, like your account can grow very fast.
Also, guys, like in the next little bit, you're probably going to be mind blown, because I'm going to pull up a couple profiles and show you guys like why followers don't matter in a minute here. So don't tune out on me. Okay. Keep paying attention. We're going to be breaking it down. As you guys can see here, Don's profile, I just wanted to pull him up. 4,500 followers. Again, $200,000 a month organically. A lot of you guys probably can't even comprehend that number in your mind right now when it comes down to online fitness coaching. But that's facts. Okay. We talk to him every day. We break it down to him every day, but let's move on. Let's keep it going. So next one is connection. Everybody write connection. All right. Pillar 2 equals connection. Connection content is content that actually shows who you are as a person. So Dave, you were one of the first persons who said, nope, when I asked if you guys are documenting, or it's about time we start, because I want to learn who you are. And that's how people learn who you are. All right. We need to be doing this on a continual basis. Connection content allows your audience to develop an emotional connection to you as a human being and not a robot. All right, as a human being and not a robot. Connection content will cause you to stand out from the marketplace, because you're not just another fitness page. You guys, there are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of fitness coaches out there, or coaches out there. And again, a lot of them just put coach in their bio and post generic bullshit, for lack of a better term. And then they're all wonder, well, why am I not getting clients? But then you go to the woman's page that I'm going to show you here in a minute, and you're like, oh, because she's scooping them all up, because she's actually giving deep connection content. All right. Again, we're all eating similar foods, doing similar workout programs. And the only thing that really makes us unique is, again, who we are as individuals. So we need to share who we are. Who here goes to the gym 5 days a week, no matter what, without missing? Put up your hand. All right. If you do. All right. Awesome. Who here follows a meal plan? All right. Or at least tracks their macros every day? Guess what? 90% of the world doesn't fucking do that shit. So you guys are now robots in their eyes, whether you want to believe it or not. People see individuals who are always typing their macros into an app weird. People will see people go to the gym 5, 6, 7 days a week as weird. So we need to connect to them. All right. We need to make this an essential part of our strategy, or people will, again, neglect to even show up to you in the first place. So number 2 is our next client that I want to show you, which is Janelle. Now, again, Janelle has 4,600 followers on Instagram. Janelle, all right, is one of our trainers that was struggling because she was a plus size trainer. All right. She was starting, she was doing okay, but she wasn't doing very well. And then we told her to share her story. All right. We told her to open up and share her story on social media, and she fucking exploded. I don't even know what her Facebook Reels are at right now. I wish I could pull it up, but it's hard for me to see them.
They're ridiculous.
But her Facebook Reels are her top
I think
thing.
she has like 200,000 followers on Facebook or something. I'll double check.
Yeah, on Facebook Reels. All right. Now, again, 4,600 here. And when it comes down to Janelle, if you go to her page, guys, all right, I'm going to pull up her page right now for a second. There's no random, like, let's do this tip. Let's do this tip. There's not like follow this workout. Her page is 90% connection, because she built her businesses off it and understood it, because she's lost 457 pounds. So she is walking fucking proof of actually putting the work in. All right. And when people hear her story, and that's why she focuses on connection content, people are flocking to her on a massive fucking scale because of what she's been able to do right here. Again, I just want to show you guys profile photo. It's just her being her. Okay. Joking around. Coach Janelle Wheel. Coach is in her name, so people are going to be able to search that up. 457 pounds down. And then her business page, people are like, what the fuck? All right, Karen, I saw your face when I said that. You're like, oh my God, you guys get it. And then I coach women in the fitness and nutrition, all right, who won't miss and train hard. We are the next level relentless business coach, PT Domination. She just throws that in there because
She's cute.
Yeah, I like it. So I want to show you guys a couple of our videos. Okay. So we're going to go into this one.
Yeah, just for some context, once Janelle started hitting $100,000 to $200,000 a month, we like taught her how to scale her business. And so she's not really operating in the business anymore. She's the CEO. And now she's like, I want to help you boys. So she's a coach with us at PT Domination, just for context.
Yeah, she works like, if I'm not mistaken, what, 2 to 4 hours a day now? Brings in, her business brought in $297,000 last month. And it's one of the biggest powerhouses in the industry. She's a literal monster with this shit. But then again, this post, very simple. Reflecting back on my life when it used to take 30 minutes to rock myself out of bed at 742 pounds to now working out in the gym down 457 pounds and crushing it. So guys, crazy.
You might not have a story like that, and that's all right. It doesn't matter, because, you know, this obviously the reason that this story pulls so hard is because she's lost 457 pounds. But all of us have been through a story, right? Like, so you might have, who here has ever struggled with like anxiety or depression or binge eating or restrictive dieting, or just like straight up like had a really hard go. Like maybe it was like a bad breakup, you know, or you lost your job, or you know what I mean? Like that is the stuff that people connect to.
Agreed. Also, the reason why it's so important is because, like, let's say I'll utilize my social media as an example, guys. People will come to my page and they'll see the house that I have now. They'll see the life that I'm living with my wife. We just had a brand new baby. I've got a nice car. All right. They see everything. But then the reason why people are able to connect with me, regardless of my very savage, uncensored content, where it basically feels like I'm attacking you at all times, I talk about my addiction and how I grew up in abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, how I used to be addicted to Percocets, I struggled with drinking from basically my entire life. There's a lot of things that I dealt with, and I open up about all of it and how it's helped me become the individual I am today, because then people are able to connect with me. All right. Vulnerability, all right, equals relatability. If you're not vulnerable on your social media, nobody will be able to relate to you. You'll just be another fitness guru out there, all right, that's trying to fucking sell somebody in their program. Okay. So this is the first post I wanted to show you guys. Second one, a little bit of a breakdown, living in a nightmare, trapped in my own body. Oh, song got cut. So I won't walk you guys through this. So now, taking back my life one day at a time. Every day I had to stay awake just to stay focused on never going back to the nightmare. Again, a little bit of a connection post going through it, breaking it down, her in the gym working out, and she showed a photo from her past. Okay. Simple. Very fucking simple. All of you guys could literally do this. Take a photo from where you were when you were younger. All right. A couple years ago, even if it was last year, whatever, when you were at your lowest, put it on social media, put a little blurb about yourself. And then when the beat drops, have it change. And it's a video you working out, telling your transformation story. Very simple connection piece. Hers is also, again, just a mix of connection and proof, because Janelle is her walking proof. And the last one I want to break down for you guys is this one right here. Down 457 pounds, getting stronger for the workout. The secret, consistency. Simple.
But it's like, it's so simple, but it's also not. It's like simple, but it creates a deep connection. Because it's
Yeah.
like, like, because how many of you guys have ever made a post being like, the secret to success is consistency, right? We've all done that.
Yeah.
But people can't connect to that. But if like, you know, if Dave, you've been through some stuff and what got you through was consistency, talking about, you know, went through the biggest breakup of my entire life and, you know, thought I was going to marry the girl. And what got me through was like committing to the gym, and it's just you working out. Like, that's such a simple idea, but it creates such a deep connection with your audience.
100%. I actually did one, guys, where it was about, again, Percocets. Mine was 6 years ago. I was broke, $50,000 in debt and struggling with a Percocet addiction, ... The beat dropped and I was like, fitness saved my life. And then I told a little bit of a story about how fitness saved my life, and a bunch of people connected to it. Not only did it blow up with views and likes and all whatever, but it also got me a lot of followers and a lot of people reaching out to me personally, asking me how I got over that, how I broke through that, how I was able to quit my addictions. And it's because, again, I was just vulnerable online. All right. It is the key to success. If you guys want to see any growth in your social media, or if you want to really start growing your business past that $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month range, you got to start being vulnerable. All right. People pay people that they actually know. So if you want your audience to get to know you, like you, and trust you, then you need to get vulnerable and share your story. No matter how deep it is, you don't need to be going through an addiction or I've lost 400 pounds. You all understand pain. Pain equals relatable. That's what you need to understand here. All right. No one relates to the fit pro who has it all together. Okay. I'm sure we've all watched TV in the past when we were a kid, and that person pulled up in the Lambo on the TV show, and you're like, fuck that guy, man. Like, I want the Lambo. I want that car. I get it. When we were super young, you're like, what? Why is not my life like not like that? What's going on here? So we need to show the other side of it.
It's the exact same thing when you guys are like posting yourself jacked in the gym working out. And then you've got, you know, the stranger on the other end of this camera or the other end of the phone that isn't in the gym right now, and they're just seeing you working out, and they just assume that you've always been like that. And it's hard for them to relate to you because they're like, oh, this, you know, like Karen's like fit. She doesn't get it. She hasn't been in my shoes, right? But if like you can show, this is what I used to look like, this is who I used to be, this is how I used to behave, this is what I used to eat, these are some of the things that I used to struggle with, this was a mindset that I had to overcome. Or even if you're struggling now, like this is like, I'm currently struggling with anxiety, and the way that I deal with it is by, you know what I mean? Like that is going to create relatability with your audience, and they're going to trust you more, and they're going to want to work with you.
100%. And going into this, guys, the last part on connection is to not front in your connection content. Show your audience who you really are. All right. Some people will be repelled by it, and some people will be drawn towards it. But at the end of the day, you'll notice that when it comes down to your social media, it is very key that you are who you are. Even Brian and myself. All right. We have very polarizing content, and we do not care what people think because we show up as 100% authentically us every single day. And if you love it, cool. If you don't, fuck off. And that's also, me being real with you guys.
Yeah, straight up. Also, if you go to Cole's social media and you listen to some of his videos, and then you come to my social media and you listen to some of my videos, there's similar messages, but they're delivered very differently because we're different individuals.
Yes. I want to touch on that for a second here, because I asked you guys a very essential question at the very beginning of this. I said, how many of you will have opinions on something and then you don't share it online because you're scared of the opinions of others? You need to get over that today. All right. Today, you are not creating for the other fit pros in this class. Everybody understand that right now. You are not creating content for the other fit pros in this class. You are creating content for that mother who needs to lose 50 pounds, for that father who needs to lose 20 pounds, for the old you who's struggling with an addiction that needs to change their life. Does that make sense? The reason why I am 100% authentically me in every single piece of content that I produce on the internet, full swearing and more. I'm actually toning it down like crazy for this masterclass right now, paying attention to what I'm saying, because I usually swear a lot more. Dane knows. All right, Brian and them are laughing right now. Is because if you guys aren't yourself, it's not going to do anything for your business. That'd be like me being happy-go-lucky, all right, super soft, never swearing, and then you come into our business and I'm like, listen here, you fuckhead. And then we go over it and break it all down. At the end of the day, you got to be authentic. So Karen, be yourself. Tori, be yourself. Dan, be yourself. Marissa, be yourself. Whatever opinions you guys have on social media, all right, or apart from social media about keto, about whatever diets, about workouts, whatever conversations you have on the back end, like with your friends, that's how you should be speaking online. And a lot of people tell you the opposite. I'm here to combat that in a very big way. What I say to Brian is what I say on my social media. What I say to Dane is what I say on my social media, because then you feel more connected to me. Does that all make sense? If that makes sense, All right. Say be vulnerable in the chat box right now.
Be vulnerable.
Devin, it's all good.
And,
We see you
and
now.
on that point, guys, if you haven't turned your videos on, turn them on. Can't see enough of you. Be vulnerable.
You heard him. That's our first step in being vulnerable. Turn the fucking video on. I want to see your face. All right. There we go. Let's break it down. Be vulnerable. Good. All right. Called out. There we go. I see you. Let's get it popping. The third pillar is value. This is one of my favorite ones to go into. And I usually like tear our clients apart for this one. It's a very good time. It's a blast. Most personal trainers, all right, think that they're putting valuable content out there. A lot of you guys think that you're doing this, but let us explain what our definition of value is to you.
Now,
right?
before Cole explains it, when he explains what our definition of value is, I want you to give us a yes, it is, or no, it isn't in the chat box. Go ahead, Cole.
Our definition of value means that someone could come to your page right now, read your content, and get in shape / lose weight without even talking to you. Does your page do that? Yes or no?
Yes or no?
We'll pause.
Can somebody come to your page right now, read your content, watch your Instagram stories, watch your videos, read your posts, and lose weight and get in great shape just from reading your content?
And this comes back to knowing your craft. Actually being good as a coach, which obviously you guys are clean health coaches, so you are. But that's the thing, like you've got that knowledge inside you right now, like start sharing it.
That, for those of you guys that said no, that is why you haven't attracted the online clients that you want to attract.
Guys,
And
that is valuable content.
Yeah.
That. And unless your content is that good, you do not have value on your page.
And here's the hard part about that, and Cole's so right, is that a lot of you, who here has the fear that they're like, oh, if I give away all this stuff, who would pay me? Who here has that fear? Raise your hand. Right?
I know a lot
Why would somebody pay me if I give away all the stuff for free? It's because they're still not going to do it. That's the funny thing. It's like, guys, I've got 814 podcast episodes now. And if you listen to all of them, you could build a successful online business. But people don't do it. So I keep every single day. I'm just like, here are 3 tips. Like, here's 3 things that you need to do right now. And I tell them. And a lot of people do a little bit of it, but they don't do all of it. And so like, you know, once Dave, if somebody can read one of your posts and understand like, oh, this is really good. Like this guy has some keys to the castle, and then they might not do it, but now they know that you're good. Right. And so when they're ready to take action, they're going to come to you because they already got value from your content and they already know that you know what you're talking about. Even though they didn't implement it, they're still like, okay, respect. You know, that guy's content's good. Like respect. I'm not going to do anything about it, but respect.
Well, we can also utilize Lane as an example. You guys are all in clean health. You know who fucking Lane Norton is. Go to his page. He literally just talks about everything in such a deep level that teaches you everything so much about nutrition. Like you would buy off him in a second because you understand what he's delivering. You also understand that he knows what he's talking about. Does that make sense, everybody?
And with Lane, he doesn't give a fuck what people think.
Yeah, that's exactly it too. He's raw as shit
authentic,
in every single
right?
thing that he does.
Yeah.
So you guys are seeing a pattern now. When you're actually understanding what I'm saying and you're listening to Brian's content, you've seen it. You've seen Lane's content. You're listening to how he talks. You guys now are kind of putting together, all right, why this is all so important, right? Because again, if you do not have value on your page that actually gives the individuals the results before they pay you any money, you do not have value content, period. All right. I want to see it.
Dude, Devin, so was somebody in the chat box, the owner of my old gym committed suicide, and I've been so scared to talk about how it affected me until now. Dude, yes. And like bringing awareness, be like, this is like just, and you can literally start the post with trigger warning. This post is about suicide, and I want to share some experiences that I've had with it. And then you talk about it. That's a powerful, powerful, powerful post, bro. I love that.
And understand that there's going to be a lot of individuals, Devin, and anybody else who has a heartbreaking thing that they would like to start expressing. There's going to be a lot of individuals that do not like you sharing that, and they're going to lash out because of it, because it reminds them of an underlying feeling that they have not dealt with yet. It has nothing to do with you. So block it out, focus on the positive.
And there will be a ton of people that read that content and are like, damn, me too. Like I've had an experience with that. Like I had somebody that did that in my life too. Like, because like, this is the thing, you guys, if you want to stand out, like you need to be able to speak truth. And that's the fact. Like all of us are living this human experience, and all of us have gone through adversity and dealt with negative situations in our life. And I feel like a lot of people aren't willing to talk about those situations because they want to appear like they have their ducks in a row. We all want to appear like we have it all together. But the truth is we're all trying to figure it out, right? Nobody knows, nobody's got it all figured out. And so the more that you can share you know, the stuff that you went through and just talking about it from your own experience, like the more that people are going to open up and relate to you on a very deep level, and you're going to get messages from people that are like this. Like when you start getting messages like this, that are like, your content's changing my life, thank you so much. Like you're getting close. You're nailing it.
Changes the game. It literally changes the game. And again, just ignore any of the hate that you get from opening up around your opinion and being 100% authentically yourself. The only reason why individuals get hate is because negativity is polarizing. A lot of you guys will never stop on the side of the street while you're walking when you see a couple kissing or proposing to themselves, but you'll stop when there's a fight, because negativity, violence is polarizing. People pay attention to it. So you might have 100 million nice comments, one negative one, and it's a bad thing. Do not turn your fucking comments off. I just saw that come into the chat box. That's going to stop you guys from seeing any growth in your actual online space, your online social media, your online profile. Just ignore them. Okay? Ignore them. Doesn't do anything for you. Just ignore it. Leave it alone. Do not turn your comments off. I'm going to make sure I hit on that again. Now rolling into this. Okay, value. This is our client Trent. And I want you guys to also pay attention to this, because the reason why I brought up the profiles is because of this. Trent Harrison, all right, Chisel My Fitness, he's one of our top clients. He's also a VIP client of Brian and myself. All right, he has 369,000 Instagram followers. He is making $70K a month. Brian's muted.
Think about that for a second. So we showed you Don Lamb, who has 4,000. Trizzleman
Right
has
here.
370,000, and Don is making 3 times what Trent is making.
So
Which tells
$200,000 a month organically with 4,500 followers. $297,000 a month organically, 4,600 followers. $70,000 a month organically with 369,000 followers.
Which tells you that the amount of money that you make has absolutely nothing to do with the amount of followers that you have.
Not to mention, he also has a TikTok with 700,000 followers. So again, guys, we're talking about growing your social media. And yes, it is important, because the more followers you have, the more eyes you have, the more chances you get to convert somebody into a paying client that you can change their life, etc. But it is not everything. The content that you are producing is. And that is why we are telling you guys about these 3 pillars, because it is very important that you guys break it down. Now, the reason why I'm pulling up Trent is because he is a king of value. All right. It actually took Brian and myself a little while to drag the connection out of him to start talking about it and to get him to open up about it. But he is the king of value. All right. Again, he was able to build a social media following of a combined over 1 million followers between TikTok and Instagram. And his page gets incredible engagement because he's also always posting videos like this. I'm going to show you guys in a minute here. But he's always posting videos that are walking people through stuff. So first off, this is a breakdown of him ranting / talking about a certain subject. So I'm just going to unmute the video and refresh it.
Get better results in my life in any area. If I want to lose 20 pounds, I want to lose 30 pounds, I want to make money, if I want to better mindset, outlook on life, the change of the standard is that I'm using as the measurement of my life. 1 in 3 American adults are obese. Obesity is common. Now we change the standard, and something that is common has now become normal.
So the reason why I want to show you guys that one is because this is a value breakdown post. He's talking about a subject that is not usually talked about. These people are sensitive around it. No one wants to talk about how obesity is an actual epidemic in the States right now, because it's sensitive and nobody wants to go through that. He doesn't care. So he's going to break it down. He's going to actually explain it. So he's actually doing this on a podcast. He set up his camera. He's just talking about it on a podcast. You guys don't need to go this in depth. Pick up your phone, look into the camera, and just start talking. All right. Talking videos are the king on social media right now, period. I'm going to draw that line in the sand. Talking videos are king. If you want to actually be seen as an authority, go look at Lane Norton, go look at Andy Frisella, go look at Wes Watson, go look at Bejos Koulian, go look at my content. It is talking content, standing in front of the camera and standing behind the knowledge that you currently have. This is one part. Going to the next post right here of Trent's.
Stop indulging, and you have no self-control, is because you continually break promises to yourself. You don't plan out what you're going to eat ahead of time. You just eat what's most convenient in hopes and prayers that you're going to lose weight. And then you get home from a long day at work, and all you have in the pantry and in your kitchen is junk food everywhere. So guess what you're going to eat? Building self-control with your eating.
So what he's doing is he's taking a pain point that his current clients are dealing with, and then he's walking them through it and how it's bullshit by making the video, all right, stimulating, energetic, and very interactive by showing the food and more. Does that all make sense, guys? Give me a thumbs up in the chat box if it does.
Another example, if you guys could do this, is like having your homie film you driving through drive-through, and then literally be like, The reason you always go hit the drive-through on your way home from work is because you don't have a plan. You're not organized. You haven't planned out your meals properly. You're not tracking your macros. And so you're just going for the most convenient thing, which is why you frequently catch yourself sitting in a drive-through. You guys get it?
Super simple. Another one right here is his back one. All right, dumbbell row variations.
Target the different muscles
Again, don't worry about any of this crazy editing. I just want to show you guys the video. Just look at the base video.
on your back with a standard dumbbell row. The first one is going to hit one of your delts with your elbow.
You guys could literally take a tripod, an iPhone, film all these movements, all right, put it in CapCut, InShot, iMovie, whatever editing app you want to utilize. Again, it's not hard to learn. All right, I could teach Dane in literally 30 seconds. If he doesn't know how to do it, we'll break it down. All right, very, very simple here. And then put it online and walk people through different variations of rows, curls, bench press.
I think we should do a challenge, Cole and Brian, is that everyone on this class today in the next 24 hours should put a piece of content out on Instagram, tag both PT Domination and Clean Health. I don't know, you guys come up with a hashtag because that's more your thing, but actually just get out there and start doing it.
I like it.
The hashtag is just do it.
Just do it. No, that dude, we
Just
can't do
fucking
that.
do
That's
it.
Nike.
Just fucking do it. Exactly.
That's our hashtag now. Hashtag just do it.
We're going to take it from Nike. Just do it. There we go. Just do it, PTD.
That's right.
Listen, I agree. I love it. Like, guys, commit to one of these. Okay. Value proof of connection and get it done by the end of the day within the next 24 hours. All right. This stuff will help you immensely. Again, this value content is what helped Trent build his social media. Now, he built his following off of a lot of these workouts. As you go to his page, 90% of it down here is value-based. That brought him to $60,000 a month. Now we're looking to get him to 100,000, 150,000, 200,000 is what me and Brian are doing with him. So now when you scroll up, you'll see a lot more talking videos. You'll see a lot more vulnerability with his page. You'll see a lot more social proof shared with his clients, not just him walking around like a fucking robot, like you guys see here, shredded as fuck, fit as hell, strong. You guys get where we're going.
Guys, but this is the thing, right? The truth is, this is the funny thing is a lot of people think that fitness influencers make a lot of money. Most fitness influencers are broke. And here's why most fitness influencers are broke is because the people that are posting like arm workouts, leg workouts, ab workouts, etc. on Instagram, they're like attracting like a younger demographic, a younger crowd. Like they're attracting the 19-year-old kid that just wants to find a swipe workout that wants to do their workout. Those are the people that are saving their videos. The people that are like actually attracting the high ticket clients are the ones that are communicating their ideas to the camera, because all of you guys are high level individuals. And I'm sure that, like, if you want to learn some valuable information, like you want to go to somebody that is like a trusted resource. And so you, online trainer, need to become the trusted resource. Does that make sense? And the trusted resource is like you communicating verbally, you sharing your ideas with the world, you opening up about who you are as a person. And you don't just want to be the robot that's doing like just your meals or just your workouts. Like everybody does that. And that's why most people are broke, is because a lot of people aren't just sharing who they are as an individual. And that's important.
It's also, again, showing your point of view, guys. All right, don't go online and just become the square who says the same shit as everybody else. Be yourself. All right, open up, be yourself. Again, Trent, not only does he do the step-by-step tutorials with the exercise, the movements and more, but we've started to open up about deeper things that he does. If you guys go to his social media right now, you will now learn that he used to be an orthopedic surgeon. He quit that job to become a fitness coach because he wanted to help people before they got to the doctor's office. He is also a foster dad. So he fosters children that are going up for adoption all the time. One of his biggest goals is to have a massive home so we can foster multiple families at once. So just sharing that, so many men are now getting drawn to him because they are seeing him in a different light. It paints him in a different view. This is fucking important. If you guys have an opinion on something, you need to share it. Because again, even with this line right here, I want you guys to all understand this. This is what will go through people's minds when you start giving an insane amount of value. Man, if their free stuff is this good, I wonder what their program will be like if I pay them. That's what people will think about.
And that's just to add to that. That's how a lot of you guys that are on right now as Clean Health students have come through to us, is through free value. So it's applying the same methodologies. You can do it at any level, you know, whether you're an international brand or just a solo entrepreneur.
I love it.
Literally changes the game, dude. It's understanding that you guys need to get your profile set up properly so you look clean, presentable, and professional, and then producing value, proof, and connection content to get people to know, like, and trust you. That is the baseline.
If you guys are getting value from this training so far, drop a hell yes, because we got some mo.
Let's actually play another game. If you guys are getting value, all right, I want everybody to pull up their phones right now. Okay, everybody pull up their phone. So you guys got it. Or if you're on your phone, it'll be good too. Take a photo of this class. All right, screenshot, take a photo, and then be like, getting a bunch of value from Brian and Cole, and then take Clean Health in the caption as well on your Instagram story. All right, I'm going to drop our tags in the chat box so you guys have it. I want to see where everybody's Instagram is. I want to connect with you guys.
Cool.
There we go.
So guys, my portion here is I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to convert $1,000 high ticket online fitness clients. Because obviously when you guys are creating content, the way that Cole has laid it out for you, you're going to get people that are reaching out, and you're going to get people that are asking for help, and you're going to get people that like want to work with you. So when you get those people, what do? Here's what most online trainers do, right? With the attention. Most online trainers spend their time building like a fancy landing page or a fancy funnel for their service. And the truth is, like, a lot of you have worked with a business. How many of you guys have ever worked with a business coach that told you to set up a landing page or a funnel or a website? A lot of you guys have worked with business coaches that have told you to do this. It's incorrect. A lot of you guys are sending pricing sheets or PDFs or emails that you guys have sent out to your prospects, right? So you'll create this pricing sheet that you send out to your prospects, and you're like, this is how, my online coaching program works. Another big mistake that a lot of online trainers make is assuming that everyone who reaches out wants to buy. And so you get straight into pricing and products. But the truth is, the people that are reaching out are interested, but just because they're interested doesn't mean that they're committed. Guys, do not be like most online trainers. This is a fun fact. And the fun fact is that only 6% of entrepreneurs ever make it to six figures.
Crazy.
Only 6% of entrepreneurs ever make it to six figures. If you want to be one of the top 6%, which is making over $100,000 a year, like 272 of our online coaches, actually, since we made this presentation a few days ago, we've had 2 more coaches cross $10,000 a month. If you want to be top 6%, you need to do things differently than everybody else is. So here's what you need to do. So for those of you guys that have a link in your bio, I'm going to give you guys a very simple baseline strategy to capture leads as they start coming in. Okay, so as you guys can see in my bio, I've got, this is my Be Mark Fit Instagram. It says PT Domination has worked with 1,400 clients, 270 of them over 10K a month. So I've got 2 calls to action. All right. Call to action number 1 is DM me 10K for info. The reason I have that is because if somebody ever hits let's say one of my videos goes viral, somebody comes to my page, they see my bio, I want them to have a really easy way for them to get in contact with me. So it says DM 10K for more info. All right. So then anytime somebody DMs me 10K, I know that they're interested in my products or services. The second thing that I have in my bio is I have an apply button. So it says apply, and then it's got my website right there. You guys see that? bit.ly/build your online coaching business. So what you want to do in order to capture people that are interested in your service is, number 1, you want to put an application in your bio. Please ditch like the link tree or like the solo.to or whatever link you have in your bio that's leading to multiple sources. That is cutting into your revenue. Do not do that. With your bio, you want to have a very clear call to action. Very, very simple. Very like, this is exactly what I want you to do. Because if you've got like a link tree or a solo.to or something in your bio and somebody clicks that, let's say somebody clicks it, Dave, and they're like, oh, should I go to his YouTube, or should I go to his website, or should I check out his transformations, or should I like download this resource? Like, they're just gone. So you want to make it very simple. I'm interested in working with Dave. I'm going to go to Dave's bio. I'm going to apply. And then what you want to do is you want to use fitness consultations, just like you guys would use free sessions in the gym, to paint a picture of their goals, dissect their problems, and present your product. Now, typically what we would do is we would actually recommend setting up calls before the application. Like when somebody would DM you, you would use like a DM script to book a phone call. So I'm going to give you guys 3 questions. I want everyone to write these down. This is something that we usually use for our paid clients only, but here are 3 questions. Question number 1 is, mind if I ask a couple of questions to see if I can help? Write that down. This is the high ticket DM script that we use to close clients. Question number 2. What would you say the number 1 struggle is with your fitness journey? You want to ask them what the struggle is. And question number 3 is, what is the most important fitness goal to you right now? Those 3 questions are a baseline that you should use in all of your direct messages to book phone calls with your potential clients. We don't have time to teach you like the full DM script and go into everything, but those 3 questions will help you immensely. At the end of those 3 questions, what you'd want to do is you would want to offer a free fitness consultation. And it would go something like this. Okay, so I'll tell you what, Trevor, why don't we do this? Why don't we set up a quick 15-minute consultation? We'll talk about your struggles, of losing weight, your goals of being 20 pounds down, and we'll set up a game plan to see if I can help. Are you up for that? And then they'll say yes. And then you send them a calendar link, you book them in for a call. And that is how you book fitness consultations. You guys see how this is all making sense now? So you got the profile, when you optimize your profile, now people know what you do. And now you're putting out connection, proven value content. So people are starting to see you as an expert, see you as an authority, trust that you know what you're talking about. And then when they come to your page and they trust you, Dan, they're going to come to your page, they're going to see your bio, and it's going to be like, apply for more info, or DM 6-pack for info. And so they're going to DM you 6-pack, and now you know that they're interested in your service. Once they're interested in your service, you want to use a DM script. You want to set up a fitness consultation, and with that fitness consultation, you want to convert them into a high-ticket online coaching program. Does this make sense? Just type "makes sense" in the chat box if you guys get it. This is the business model, you guys, and that is it. That is it. So step number 1 is setting up your profile to attract your ideal client. Step number 2 is the 3 content types that magnetize clients towards you. And step number 3 is converting $1,000 high-ticket online coaching packages without a funnel or paid ads.
Can you review those questions for them one more time? People are just asking.
Yeah. So question number 1, mind if I ask a couple questions to see if I can help?
There we go.
That's question number
Thank
1.
you, Josie.
Yep. Question number 2, what would you say your number 1 struggle is in your fitness journey? That'd be question number 2. And question number 3, what is the most important fitness goal to you right now? Those 3 questions are a baseline for your DM script. And obviously there's more and we can go into that, but that's a baseline. So guys, that's it. For those of you guys that just came here for the value, hopefully me and Cole were able to provide it for you. So thank you. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And if you would like to learn a little bit more about what it would look like to work with us, and you guys can stick around for the next couple minutes. If you guys just came for the masterclass, you're going to peace out to say thank you, and then peace out in the chat box. If you want to learn a little bit more what it would look like to work with us, and you can stick around. What's up, Cole?
Do we want to do a little bit of a Q&A afterwards?
I was going to say, yeah, let's do a Q&A. Let's, I mean, if we've all got some time, I think, anyone that's there in the chat group now, send through any questions, and obviously, the gents can go through it.
Cool. I love that. So guys, there's 2 ways to go now. Way number 1 is to do this stuff on your own, right? And we've given you guys more than enough information to get this thing off the ground. And if you go start implementing this right now, like, you will see results in time for January. Way number 2 is to ask for some help. My question for you really quick, I want you guys to think about this, is how would your life change if you were able to successfully generate $3,000, $5,000, or even $10,000 a month online? You guys can write that in the chat box. How would your life change if you were able to generate $3,000, $5,000, or even $10,000 a month online? Like this is not like it's not like only a few people do this. Like, this is a consistent and regular thing that's happening inside of our online coaching program. How would your life change if you were able to generate $3,000 to $5,000 a month, or even $10,000 a month online? Now, we would love to help. And we actually partnered with Clean Health, and we're going to be offering 25% off our coaching program for those people that are in the Clean Health ecosystem, because, we believe that Clean Health is the best in terms of getting trainers to a point where they can serve their clients at the highest possible level. And we are the best when it comes to getting you clients. And so we've partnered up, and anybody that's in the Clean Health ecosystem is going to get 25% off our coaching programs.
And
can I
quickly add to that, Brian?
Of course, bro.
I think obviously, what we've spent, especially for a lot of you guys that have been with us for, the last 5-10 years, is we've spent a lot of time really leveling you guys up as nutrition coaches, as PTs, as trainers, whether it's for fat loss or physique prep or whatever it might be. But as you guys have seen today, like, yes, we've been teaching you skills in training and nutrition, and they're going to help you get results, provide more value, and grow your business. But everything you've gone through today is almost like a new skill set.
Yep.
It's a completely
I want to actually touch on that for a second. Guys, I think this is why most trainers struggle. It's because there's 2 different
100%.
skill sets.
Yeah.
Skill set number 1 is training your clients. Skill set number 2 is getting clients. Those are 2 completely different skill sets. And this is why a lot of online trainers struggle, is because they don't understand, like, you can't just understand how to coach clients, and you can't just understand how to get clients. You have to learn how to get clients, and you learn how to coach clients, which is why we partnered with Clean Health. And we're actually sending all of our clients to Clean Health. And like all of the students that are in PT Domination were like, go to Clean Health, because like, I'm glad you know how to coach, get clients now. Now you need to learn how to coach them even better. And it's the same thing. And that's the reason we did partner with Dane, is because we understand the importance of, you know, not only coaching clients, but also getting clients.
And obviously, if you're getting results with clients, which you guys as Clean Health coaches are doing, you're going to retain them once you attract them, because then they're going to keep getting value, keep getting results, etc. So it works synergistically.
Boom. You're saving money and saving time. So here's how it's going to work. You're going to get access to the online coaching business blueprint that's helped over 270 online coaches say 10K a month. Like, we have a blueprint, a process, a proven system that's worked time and time and time again. You're also going to get access to 10 live coaching calls a week, so you can consistently learn and continue your business education, because we believe that like it's important for you guys to stay on top of industry trends, TikTok, Instagram Reels, all this stuff that's coming out. Like, we're on top of the trends. That's why our coaches are getting amazing results, because anytime a trend comes out, me and Cole learn it and we teach it to you guys.
Yeah.
And our goal is to get you to 5K a month within our first 90 days of working together. And the reason that we have such a high success rate is because our program is super affordable and we're getting clients good results in the first 90 days. And that's really, really important to us. So bonus number one, those of you guys who apply today, you're eligible for a total of 45% off our 12-month coaching program. So, you know, 25% off is cool, but if you apply today, you're actually eligible for 45% off. So that's bonus number one. Bonus number two, those of you guys who apply today will receive a results-based guarantee. Meaning, if you show up and you do the work and you haven't signed your first 2 paying clients within the first 60 days, you can cancel and leave no questions asked. We'll even send you an extra $20 for pizza. That way you can say when you worked with us, you got your money's worth. And bonus number 3 is for those of you guys that apply today, you're also going to get a free virtual event ticket, which is $397 value, to the next PT Domination All Access event in January. We host live events. They're massive and they're packed with value. Lane Norton's actually going to be speaking at our next live event. At the last live event that we had Phil Heath speak, 7-time Mr. Olympia champion. So the live events are always very, very good. And you guys are going to get a free virtual event ticket if you guys do apply today and you join. You will grow a successful online coaching business. We guarantee it. So if you guys would like to claim 45% off, a results-based guarantee, and a free virtual event ticket, apply by I'm going to drop this link in the chat box for you guys. And we will reach out to you within the next 24 hours to see if we can kind of help you guys out and grow a successful online coaching business. So I'm going to drop this link in the chat box right here. Boom. If you guys are interested, there we go.
And you guys are going to get an email on this in about 2 hours from now.
Yeah.
You can access it all. Yeah.
Cool. For those of you guys who do apply, go ahead and do that right now and come back and say that you applied. And then we're actually going to take a few minutes here right now while there's some of you guys that are applying for the coaching program. And we're going to answer any questions that you may have. So if you do have a question about this presentation or about growing your online coaching business, Cole and I and Dane are here to serve you. And we would be very, very, very happy to help.
Hell yeah. Do we want to make people put up their hands, Dane? Maybe. Oh, there we go. Karen right away.
Karen's
like
in.
I like it. That's it. See, organization. There we go. What's up, girl?
Somebody asked this question in the chat, I think, about Instagram. And I'm curious about Facebook, whether you should convert your personal page to your professional page, seeing as you already have 500 friends. You know, can you wipe it clean, get rid of all your personal stuff and convert it to your professional page? Or
so I'm going to break it down again. I'm going to revert it back to what I said. There's actually 2 parts to this answer, so pay attention. First off, vulnerability breeds relatability. Meaning if you have a personal page, deleting everything just to make it a business page doesn't make you very relatable, right? Because then you just start, again, another random fitness page. But creating value on that page and giving value to the 500 friends, 500 followers, 500 people that are already in your network makes sense, right? They might want help with fitness. They might want help with nutrition. There might be 5 people out of that 500. I'm almost guaranteeing that there's 5 out of that 500, by the way, that need help right now. So my first initial answer, and the one that I want all of you guys to follow, and I'll talk about the other one in a second, is do not create a business page. Do not create a new one. Just start creating fitness content on the page you have right now. All right. The only caveat to that is if you've built a massive following already in another niche. If you have an account with 100,000 followers with makeup as your following, and then you switch straight to fitness, it will not grow. All right. It will be a pain in the ass. It will honestly make you want to bang your head against the wall because your followers didn't follow you for that. So you're breaking the promise. Does that make sense? When you guys create online, you are basically making a promise to the individual that is hitting that follow button. You're giving them something in an exchange for their follow, in an exchange for their engagement. So if you build an entire following off of one niche and then decide to flip it, all of them are going to either unfollow you or not engage in the first place. But if you just go from being you to now I have a business, that's a completely different conversation. Do not create a business page. Okay.
I mean, like, would you get, all your non-related fitness related stuff, like pictures of your kids, like
It's up to you.
trip to Italy?
I don't think so though, because guess what? I might have gone to
love it.
Italy.
I think because like, yeah, number one is there's going to be a lot of individuals that resonate with you because you're a real person. And
Exactly.
this is why I think it's important that we do connection, proof, and value, you guys. Like, you don't want to just be the fitness guy. As soon as you are just the fitness girl, Karen, you are instantly just like everybody else. But if you can be, I'm Karen, I love fitness, and I also, am a mom, and I also love traveling. Now you are different, right? And different is better than better. Like, you want to be different. You want to stand out. You want to have something that's unique about you. And if, people can come to your page, Karen, and be like, oh, like, I would love to travel, right? And they can resonate with that content, then they're going to trust you more whenever you post anything else.
Gotcha.
It's a very, very important point. Like, very important point. Do not delete anything. All right. Like, guys, have you ever gone to an Instagram page of a business and it had nothing other than 5 posts and they're like talking to you about how they can help you with something? And you're like, this is fishy. This isn't a real fucking person. This is a bot. This is what's going on. That's what will happen if you just try to create a new account and start DMing people. Start with the one you have already. All right. It'll help you a lot. Sound good? Perfect. I love it. Thank you for coming
Also,
up.
we've got 6 people that have applied already. We appreciate you guys. Dave Turner, what's up, kid?
Hey, so I competed last April and I kind of took a long extended break off my fitness and my nutrition. Like, I'm still working out, still eating mostly clean, but enjoying life with my new girlfriend and shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm jumping back on to do another my second contest this coming April. And I figured I'm going to start documenting my experience, getting up every morning, doing all the shit that I do.
Yeah.
Should I be posting that shit every day into my feed, or is that type of content better for my reels? And then I kind of keep educational content, maybe filtered in with some of that day-to-day shit in my feed.
So
go ahead, you first.
I was going to say, when it comes down to your guys' story, reels, and posts, I want to make sure this is very clear. Any reel that you post, keep it on your feed. Do not remove it. Why? Because why would you? Nobody is ever going to go to your Instagram feed and then sort through the multiple different levels that there are. Like feed, IGTV, if it's still fucking a thing, guides, reels, tag photos. Nobody does that. So keep all your reels on your feed. I just want to make sure I made that clear. Number 2, all right, when you're looking at content that actually gets posted on the feed as a reel or a written piece of content, I want you to ask yourself, is this value, proof, or connection? All right, value, proof, or connection. If it is, posted on your feed. When it comes to your story, what I want all of you guys to think about, and write this down, please. Your story equals your daily vlog. Everyone write that down. This is how you get consistent on your stories, get better on video, and get people connect to you. If I don't go on my Instagram stories now for more than a day and a half, I will get DMs from people who follow me being like, Cole, are you okay? Because I'm always on there. I'm always posting. So my stories is where I post everything, Dave. Like, you're in the gym, you're just randomly, you want to rant about keto. I always pick on the fucking keto diet. You want to rant about keto, go online and fucking rant about keto in your story, do whatever you want. Then when it comes to your feed, be like, okay, what can people take away from this? That's what I want you to think about.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, it's really great advice. And as an example, Dave, when you're, as you're doing your prep, you're obviously going to make adjustments. And so what I would do if I was in your position, I was making adjustments, is I would explain. So I'd be like, these are my pictures, before and after. Be like, I'm on week 6 of my prep, and on week 6 of my prep, we're dropping my carbs. And the reason we're dropping my carbs is blah, 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 blah. And the way that you can take this in your own weight loss journey is whenever you hit a plateau, it's important that you do one of these 3 things, blah, 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 blah. If you got value from this post, comment below and let me know. Right. So you're always documenting your journey on your social media. And if you guys go to my Instagram stories, it's honest. The other one. If you go right now, you're going to see me making fun of my wife in Walmart because she farted. Because it's just me just being myself.
That's connection.
Right. That's just me. I'm just like, that's just some of the stuff I do in my spare time. Accuse my wife of doing stuff she didn't do. That's fine. But like when you go to my news feed, it's like all value, right? So value that you can take away, that you can utilize, that you can implement. So like use your stories to like document your day, like Cole said, like a vlog, and then try to like provide value or connection or proof on your news feed.
Also, Dave, use the past, bro. You said you competed in the past. I want you to take photos from your old comp, bring them back and be like, yo, this is my comp. This is me now. This is what's happened in the last 5 months. This is why I took the break. This is what I've been doing for my bulk. Like all of it. Share your lives, guys. Why? Because I'm way more likely to pay you, Dave, $1,000 than a fucking random stranger who says he can help me. And especially if I've known your journey, paid attention to your prep, or seen what you've gone through. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Bet. I love that. Renee, how can we serve?
Hey, thank you. So I just want to touch on that whole Instagram thing. So this is where I get really kind of fucked up mentally. So I've got my personal page and then I've got my coaching page, but both I like share things about health and well-being and everything I'm all about. And then I find myself getting in this like, can't be fucked mode because I'm trying to put my eggs in too many baskets with all these Instagram pages. So do you think I should just condense the one and kind of keep it, my coaching stuff, but also my life stuff and
drop your social media in the chat room, please.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now. What's your Instagram?
So I've got coaching with Renee. So it's coaching_ with Renee.
This is like an episode of Pimp My Instagram.
Yeah,
no, this is right away.
This is what we do. This is literally what we do in our coaching program. So
what's your personal?
Yeah, so this is my coaching page, and then I have my personal page, which is just Renee Dimet. And so I'm like, they're quite different, but I'm like, do I just start
Renee
putting
what?
more energy into what I really want to be doing?
Her last name.
Dimet, so RENEE, and then DIM.
This one.
Second one.
Got it. Yeah. Okay, cool. Do you know, Renee, which page pulls in more leads?
Definitely my coaching, but they're pretty even at the moment. And that's why I'm like, stuck. Because my personal one is more about like my life and stuff. And then this one, I just, it's more about.
How many followers does she have here?
Her personal one has 3,400. Her coaching one has 2,100. I have an idea. And Cole, you can let me know what you think about this. What if you just started using your coaching with Renee page as your transformations page?
Okay.
So Cole, that's what I would do. If you already have an account like this, like if you don't want to kill it and it's still pulling in leads, I would just literally the only fucking thing you post on your coaching page is transformations from now on. Transformations and testimonial videos, shared screenshots of wins. If you guys go to Mark Fit right now, Brian's Instagram, you go to his story, you'll see a bunch of screenshots of our clients seeing wins as well. But that's what I would do. All right. It's called DIY Body.
I know. I want to use his like his personal and his business. I want to show what we're talking about.
Yeah. So this way, when it comes down to business, we'll show you Dawn again. Perfect example. We push just transformations there because you already have like 2,100 followers and you are pulling leads. So there's no point in really killing it. Yeah. But as far as actual value, like you're coaching now, do it all on your personal. Like right now, you're overwhelming yourself because you're trying to balance too much. Where if we just do what Dawn does here, like if you see Dawn's personal page, it's got value, personal is baby, traveling, all that stuff.
Okay.
Because one thing I noticed about your page, Renee, is on both pages, you have no social proof.
Right. Yeah.
Both. So, and social proof will pull in like a lot more clients. So if you literally, and the best part about this is you don't have to do a lot of like major shifts either. It's like just like a slow micro shift, like slowly micro, you just put all of your transformations, coaching with Renee transformations on one page. Okay. And then on that page, you can also be like, for more content with Renee, go here. And then on your personal page, you can be like for transformations, and then just like link your page.
Okay.
Look like this.
And like touching on the transformation thing, like, oh God, every time I ask clients for them, they feel really nervous and they don't.
So what you say is this: listen, Renee, I get it. However, the reason why I'm asking you to share your transformation photo is because I know there's another woman that's struggling with the same shit you used to struggle with. So if I share your photo and your journey, you might be able to inspire another woman who's on the edge of XYZ. Does that make sense?
Totally.
I had a client, it was actually my wife's mom, right? Her name is Olga. When she came to me, she was 54 pounds. I mean, 54 years old. She wanted to lose 54 pounds, like 55 pounds. I helped her lose 37 with me, and then she's actually lost a total 50 on her own now. She's like been fit for years. It's honestly awesome.
Amazing.
But when we had her transformation, she hated it. She's like, I do not want to fucking post it. Do not share my photos. I called her and was like, Olga, listen. I'm like, right now, I know that there are other women that are over 50 on my page that need my fucking help, but they don't think I can get them results. You said that you were struggling with your body, struggling with your image in the mirror, struggling with how you looked, struggling with how you were feeling mentally. If I was able to share that, other women that were 50 plus years old might be able to, as soon as I like broke that down, she's like, okay, share it. Yeah, go.
Cool.
Yeah, I agree. I also think that this is important that you guys like set the tone from day one.
Yeah.
And so from day one, as a part of your like onboarding, you can make it a part of your agreement or your onboarding. We just let people know, like, number one, you need to document your fitness journey. So like pictures are mandatory every single week so we can track your progress. And number two, some of these pictures might be used to inspire others. And it's literally in the onboarding agreement. So when they come in, it's like day one onboarding, this is how it goes. And then you explain that on the kickoff call. Like your transformation is important. And so like you need to document your journey on a regular basis. And also like your transformation might be used to inspire other people. Be like, if you have an issue with that, DM me afterwards and we can chat. And you just set the tone literally from day one. Like as soon as you come in. For us at PT Domination, for when we were running, because we ran our own fitness business before we were business coaches. In 3.5 years that I ran my business coaching business or my fitness coaching business, I had that agreement and I explained it from the get-go. And in 3.5 years, there was like 2 people maybe that got upset after I shared their photo. But
Yeah,
out of like
I didn't have any.
thousands.
It was literally like rare.
Yeah, it's very rare, but you got to set the tone from day one so that they know, like, because if you try, like, set the tone from day one, get it in their onboarding agreement, explain it when they join, and then you won't have an issue moving forward.
That's what we did. So, you know, historically, if you guys have followed us for years, you would have seen heaps of before and after photos. It was just all part of the client agreement and setting the expectation from the beginning.
This was
This is
our
OG shit.
business.
Back
When
in
was
the day.
the last post we made? When was the last post we
Our
made?
last post was approved.
What was the date? July 21st, 2019. Yeah.
Yeah, 2019.
We folded our fitness business in 2000 and yeah, it was like July 2019. That's when we folded our fitness business.
Yeah,
That's
and again, just showing proof. So like make it a necessity and hold the line. You're the boss, girl. Like,
Yeah. I
agree.
They don't get to tell you what they're gonna share, what's
Exactly.
gonna happen. You just this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Cool. So in regards to the coaching program, if we've filled out the form, then someone's going to get in contact with us, with
Yep.
you guys.
Yep. So it'll be me. I'm just gonna, after this, I'll review all the applications, and if I think I can help, I'll reach out to you over Instagram.
Okay, cool. Well, I've done that, and you had a brief chat to me now, so
Cool. I love it.
I look forward to chatting with you.
I love it.
Appreciate you.
Cool. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Guys, anybody else? We're here to serve. You got mine and Cole's brains.
If you got questions, you got to come up. Unless you got your video off, then you got to turn it on.
Yeah.
Amanda's
How do
good.
you guys, what do you recommend for like the application part to drop in? Like what app or tool?
Yeah, so that's a great question. We'll just give you a little tour. So why don't we go to is our Typeform still up there, Cole?
If I'm not mistaken, I don't know.
So if our Typeform is still up, which
Yeah, it is.
is what Team A Nation.
Yeah, I can share it right now. Oh,
Yeah.
no, it's been moved.
This is so just use Typeform. Typeform is what you'd want to use. And then while the next person asks their question, I'm gonna find one of our clients that has a Typeform in their bio and I'll snipe
I
it.
actually got it right now. So like it did work. So we utilize Typeform, and then if you guys go to this, just click it and it'll bring you to a different thing. And then there's just questions in here. What's your name?
Can you drop that link in the chat so everybody has it?
Yeah.
If you guys want to make your own application, you can just copy ours. This is what
There
we
we
do
go.
as well. We just literally give you guys everything, so you guys don't need to think. So if you guys want to use our application and our questions, we're going to drop it in the chat box. You guys can just copy that.
That should be good. Boom.
Cool. There you go, Dave. Typeform. I think there's a version that's free, and I think that they make you pay after that you get like 30 plus responses or something like that.
I will say though, guys, and I'm just going to keep this very straight to the point. If you're worried about pennies, you'll never make millions. All right. Spend the $20 to get the application so you can actually scale your business. Okay.
Cool. Love it. Amanda, what's up?
Hi guys, thanks for your content so far. It's been great. I've just got a question about, I guess, the business coaching side of things. So currently well, I've done a career change. So I was in HR and now trying to be a PT, just to allow flexibility to be, I guess, more present for my young girls. So I've been a PT face-to-face for the last 2 years, but I'm finding it really difficult in terms of, I guess, making any money financially, and also the time and the commitment for, I guess, the output. So I'm just wondering, in terms of the coaching side of things, do you actually help with what your online offering should look like in terms of your programs, your nutrition, and the pricing? Because I guess that's where I'm stuck. So I'm looking to convert from face-to-face to online. And is that something you help with?
Yeah, that's what we help with. So one thing I will say, just so we're all clear, is we coach you how to get clients, not how to coach them, but we show you how to set up your offer, set up your structure. So like, obviously, like, would you say you're confident with your level of like training and nutrition knowledge?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. So then if that's the case, then we're the dudes for you. Because we're going to teach you how to structure your offer, how to price it properly, how long it should be, how frequently you should check in with your clients in order to optimize the results, how to build a Facebook community that's active and engaged, how to attract clients to your social media, how to sell on the phone, what you should say on the phone when you're on the phone, what to say in the DMs to get people to book phone calls. Like, that's the stuff that we really specialize in. And then Clean Health is like here's your nutrition protocols and your training protocols. That's not stuff we do. So as long as you know how to coach clients, we know how to get you clients.
Sure.
Yeah, to keep it like very straightforward for you guys, to break it down, I just want to give you like a little peek of this. Not only do we have our Facebook group where, again, we have 10 live streams on a weekly basis, walking you through different things with your mindset and more. We actually have a content call where you get to sit with 1 hour to 2 hours with me, actually auditing your content face-to-face and going through it. But we also have over 135 videos, 150 videos walking you through everything to do with mindset.
There's even a second page. If you scroll down, Cole, there's another page too down there.
Yeah, another page here. Literally, like, what we wanted to do is, like, we like to call it like baby proofing. We literally wanted to take all the thinking out of it and grab your hand and walk you through building a fucking business from scratch. Because I feel like, again, there's a lot of coaches who talk. They're like, well, I can help you build this crazy thing ever. And then they're like, what do you do? Well, what you do is you put $10,000 into Facebook ads and then just teach the same thing with a PDF. And you're like, well, I don't know what to do here. And it's just weird for them. So,
and that's why, just to chime in, that's why we partner up with Brian and Cole, guys, because I think in essence, in the online PT business building space, they're very much like us. I think, there's a lot of courses out there. They go through the latest science and evidence-based literature and stuff like that, but then they don't give you practical tools to take that knowledge away and actually apply that into your business. It's the same with what these boys are doing. There's a lot of stuff out there, funnels, DMs, organic, paid, etc. What these guys do is they basically take all that information, simplify it into a step-by-step process, which, like, you guys could do nothing else off the back end of today than just follow what they've gone through, and you will grow your business. 100%. But obviously, to really take it to the next level, we definitely recommend that you guys look at jumping on board with the Change Lives Academy. But with that in mind, I think we'll take one more question, because I am aware of you guys' time over there in Canada, stuff like that. So just quickly, Igor there, yes, this class is being recorded. You guys will get access to this in about 3 hours from now. I think we've got one more question up there, Mike.
One thing I just want to say before Mike goes is, after we're done here, if you guys want to get any sort of value, Change Lives, Make Money on the Trainer podcast for more info. And you cannot get the Clean Health discount unless you are a Clean Health student. And so if you guys want to get the Clean Health discount, you need to let us know that you're a Clean Health student. So for whatever reason, you reach out to me on the socials and you're like, you find my podcast, you listen, whatever, you want the discount, you have to tell us that you're with Clean Health. We won't give you a discount. Sorry, Mike, go ahead.
So this is more based on the 14-day challenge that I plan to start on the new year. With the nutrition side and the workouts. I watched all the videos today, all the topics. I don't know how to do the workout. So do I need, like, let's say I have 20 clients and I have one home workout and one gym workout. Are they all going to be the same?
Yes.
Or is each individual going to be different?
Definitely not. So this is a great advanced question. I like it. So Mike's one of our clients. So the reason you don't want to do a different workout for each individual for a free 14-day challenge is because that's what people pay for. And
Okay.
so the purpose of the 14-day challenge is to any sort of free. So basically for context, what Mike's talking about is this is a lead magnet that you're going to use to attract clients. So he's working with them for free. He's going to give them value and then they're going to be interested in his service. So Mike, you want to give them a teaser of what your service is going to be like, but not give them the full custom experience. Because if you give them the full custom experience, what's the purpose of them paying you? Just going to take that custom experience and be like, peace, see you later. So you want to give them just enough where they're like, damn, this Mike guy knows his stuff, but not enough where it's like they want the customization. Because then let's say, Mike, you give somebody an at-home workout and they're like, oh, I don't like this leg day. Like, can you change it for me? You're like, definitely, we can talk about some custom program options if you're open to it. You want to chat about it? And then boom, now you're talking about a custom program and you can book a fitness consultation. So one at-home workout, one in-gym workout, and then that's it. And then if they want custom coaching options, what you do is you set up a free fitness consultation to get them on the call to, talk about program options. Another thing I would say, Mike, is don't wait until the end of the challenge to book phone calls. Because when somebody joins your free challenge, that's them putting up their hands saying that they need help with their fitness goals, right? Otherwise, they wouldn't join your challenge. And some people will need to go through that challenge to trust you, but some people will trust you after day one. They'll like see their program. They're like, oh, this is good. They'll see the meal plan. They're like, this is good. And then you can get them on the phone call as soon as possible and give them an incentive for enrolling early. So that because you're in the challenge, I'll give you not only the 2 weeks for free in the challenge, but I'll also give you a 10% discount if you enroll right now. So usually my program is $750 for 12 weeks, but I'll give it to you for $675. Is that fair? Or whatever your pricing is. So don't wait until the end of the challenge to book phone calls, book it at the start and have the same workout program for home and the same workout program for home and gym. Keep it the same for all 20 people because you don't want to give out custom coaching because that's what people pay for.
So with that, I use FitnessPal with my clients and teach them macros. So with the 14-day challenge, how would I implement that for a free 14 days?
So what I would do is, if I were you, is I would do, maybe you do their first base macro calculation because that takes you like 10 minutes, maybe.
Yep.
You could set aside 30 minutes and do it for 20 people. Like it wouldn't take you that long. So you give them their first base macro recommendations. And then in the 14-day challenge, you have like a video for how to input like an example for how to build a meal plan day. You teach them how to do that. And then that's it. And then when they start DMing you with questions, you answer a couple questions and then you talk about custom coaching.
So pretty much I'm not giving them a strict meal plan. I'm just going to teach them how to input it through FitnessPal.
Yeah. And
right?
you could also do like a base template, right? Because you just want to give them
Just for an idea.
Yeah. So like an example, here's a base template, right? Here's what it is. Make sense?
Okay. Yep. All right. Perfect. Thank you.
Cool. I love it.
All right, team. Well, look, I think obviously we'll wrap it up now, but I guess on behalf of everyone here, Brian and Cole, amazing job, fellas. I mean, look, there's a lot of things that no doubt I know everyone here has taken some massive value from. And if anything, guys, just start executing on that challenge that we all gave you guys over the next 24 hours. Take that first step, as the boys said, and take action, because that's how you build momentum. Momentum comes from taking action. So, but outside of that, keep an eye out on the email. You guys will obviously get access to that exclusive discount for the Change Lives Academy. And, follow us all on social. The boys and myself are coming up with a few ideas and concepts to really kind of help elevate, what PTs are doing in 2023. So you guys are going to be seeing a lot more of all of us working together. So, Brian, Cole, thanks, legends.
Of course.
Thank you for having us. Hopefully you guys
It's our
got some
pleasure.
value from today.
You guys thought we talk about content for an hour. It's literally my favorite fucking thing to do.
I know that's why I'm cutting in, because I know we'll be going here to midnight. So look, I'll leave
I
everyone
literally
to
love
it.
it, dude. This is
I'll
awesome.
leave everyone to it. Everyone enjoy their Christmas, and we'll talk to you all in the new year. Okay.
See you guys. Have the best day
See you
ever.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.